My husband Mike and I are quiet, nerdy guys. For our wedding, we planned a simple, nature-loving road trip to Gibraltar to elope. No drama, just us. But when we told our friends Dee and Anne, they decided on the spot that we were having a double wedding. They immediately started trying to take over with expensive, flashy ideas we hated. This is the story of how they tried to ruin our wedding, but only ended up ruining their own. It started with the travel. We were going to rent a car, but they decided 6 different trains across 3 countries would be cheaper. It wasn't. Their trains were cancelled, tickets were lost, and they spent a night stranded at a random station in the Spanish countryside. Meanwhile, Mike and I had a magical road trip and stayed in a beautiful Airbnb on the way. Then came the lodging. We found a gorgeous 1-bedroom place with a hot tub and a sea view. Anne insisted on a real hotel but forgot to book it. They ended up in a basic room by a noisy shipping port across from a Burger King. No towels, no sleep, just the sound of traffic and loud sailors all night. At our pre-wedding dinner, Dee tried to be romantic and ordered a super fancy bottle of champagne. Anne took 1 sip, loudly spat it out, and claimed it was corked so she wouldn't have to pay. The restaurant was furious because it was a £750 bottle. They threatened to call the police, and Dee had to pay up anyway. Mike and I just went back to our place, ate snacks, and watched the stars. The actual ceremony was great, but Dee and Anne were still exhausted from the night before. Afterward, they wanted to go get wasted at a pub. I just told them, I want to be alone with my husband, and we left. For dinner, they insisted on a fancy fish place, but forgot to make a reservation. They ended up eating there, expensive wedding cake in their tiny room, using credit cards as spoons, because they didn't have cutlery, while they spent the next day fighting and getting stranded on more trains. Mike and I hiked through a national park and explored caves. On the way home, our Airbnb hosts even threw us a surprise party. We had the perfect honeymoon. Our friends? They got stranded again, lost half their luggage, and ended up sick. I guess the moral of the story is, stick to your own plan.